Hello, I've come outside because quite frankly it's warmer out here than it is in my office. I wanted to talk about something that I found out recently which is quite interesting and hopefully very good news. And it's the fact that Swift have decided to change how they fit the sunroofs. Rather than using the older system where they're using sealant to try and bond the sunroof in, which quite frankly hasn't worked, because that's why we were seeing water ingress getting through the sunroof. And then when they used more sealant to try and stop the water ingress, it then kind of made them crack because it was too rigid. I think what they're now doing is clamping it in, maybe similar to what Coachmen are doing. Now, I haven't seen the system yet, and I'll get to why in a second. But that's what I'm thinking is it's going to be more of a kind of a clamping system against a piece of rubber, which I think, in theory, should be a better solution. Now, the reason I haven't seen it yet is because up until very recently, I was unaware that they had actually changed it. I had heard at the end of last year that they were looking into it from one of the guys that comes down. And then I went to this show to talk to someone about it, but it was still under development, so I kept my mouth shut. It's now come out, so it's in all the 2025 models that they're using a new system. This is what I've been told, to clamp the sunroof in, which hopefully should stop all the issues. It's also retrofit. So any issues that you get in going forward with your old one, it sounds like they're going to be using this system to fit the new ones. And this is the problem I had. I had to find out about this through a comment on my YouTube channel and then speaking to a Swift dealer. Now, I haven't been a Swift dealer for a year or so, so I'm out of that loop, but I am still a authorised repairer, and I would have thought it would have been a good idea to send an email to me or us. I don't know if I'm out the loop. I might have just missed it. I don't know. To say this is what we're doing and this is how to fit it. Now it turns out you have to go on a course to find out how to fit these things, which involves sending my guys up to Hull to do that course. That's what I've been told so far, which is going to be a problem going into March because it obviously gets pretty busy. So it probably won't be till further on in the year. So I'll do another video when we've actually been on that course and I can show you how it actually fits, and I'll give you my thoughts on that process. And again, it would have been nice to get at least an email saying this is what we're doing, and this is what you need to do going forward. But I haven't heard anything. So I think the first time I would hear is when we try to put a claim in for a new sunroof for someone, and they say, "Oh, actually, that's not how you do it anymore," which would be a bit frustrating because that would then push an issue that a customer has now further down the line because we've got to go on the training. So I'm a bit disappointed with that, but it's still good news. And again, like I say, I might have missed the email. I might not be on their round robin email for some reason. I don't really know, but we'll find out a little bit more about that when we go up and have a look and see how to fit it. The other thing I think is this would be a good opportunity for Swift to tell you about this as well. I don't know, again, if they have done that or whether you know about it, you being the end user, or whether, again, it's something that's just kind of going to filter through so that when you do have an issue, the new sunroof is going to be fitted in the new way, so then you won't have a problem. Again, I like this transparency thing, and I think that things need to change so that the manufacturers are ahead of this curve and they're telling you what is going on with any future kind of developments that they're looking at doing. And certainly when they brought them out, again, I don't know whether you know or whether it's part of the marketing material at the shows and things. Again, I'm a slightly out of the loop with that. I'll probably have to do a little bit of research into that. But certainly nothing's come my way, and I am in the industry and I do look at the press and everything, and I haven't seen anything. So it'd be interesting to know if you knew about this, and if I'm just out the loop and and behind the times, and everyone knows this and I don't. So it'd be interesting to know in the comments if you could let me know if you knew about this, and what your thoughts are about it. Obviously, it's a new way of doing things, so in theory it will work, but as we've seen in the past, just because in theory it works doesn't mean it will work. So we're not going to know that until we see these caravans been out in the market for 2 or 3 years as to whether this will work. I think it sounds like it probably will because we don't have issues with Coachmen, and I think Coachmen use the same kind of clamping brackets and things to hold their sunroofs in, and we haven't really seen any issues with those. If you have had issues with those, let me know, because I don't see that many Coachmans down here, so I don't know if it's a problem again that I don't know about. So yeah, pop it in the comments what you think. This is obviously a good way forward. There's a couple of other little things that I think would be nice to wrap up, and then when Swift do a few other little things as well, I think they'll be in a position where we can really say, yeah, these caravans are going to be water ingress free for the lifetime of the caravan, which is the holy grail for you, for us, the dealer, and for the manufacturers. That would be absolutely fantastic. And they're 95% there. We got the cant rails, we've got the window rubber issue, which for all I know they might have fixed and not told us as well. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know that as well. But time will tell. If we keep seeing cant rails and things leak, which, to be fair, I haven't seen those as much as we were, so they may well have addressed that, or may well have got something right there. So it'll be interesting to see if we start seeing those issues carrying on as we go into the next few years. It'll be interesting to see that. So hopefully that isn't going to be the case and everything's tickety-boo and hunky-dory. So we'll see. So yeah, pop it in the comments, let me know what you think, and if I am just out the loop, that'd be fantastic. Sign up, subscribe, and like the videos, as we always say. Also, up and coming, I've got an hour special on Caravan Radio, talking about issues that I've been talking about in this video, and why manufacturers it looks like they're building these inherent issues into the product and what they're doing about them. So there's an hour-long special coming at the end of March on that as well, which will be interesting to see. Also, have a look at My Ideal Caravan. There's lots more information on how to buy a caravan and technical information on there as well. That's at My Ideal Caravan. So thanks again for watching, and it'll be really interesting to see if I am just out the loop and what you think about it.